Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 59 of my bee breeding guide. This is the final episode that I have for this map that I've made to accompany it. And I saved this one for last because of what it is. Now, before I go into it, this map is available for download. You can find the link in the description below, and you can basically use it to examine the bees yourself, do some practice runs, figure out for yourself, get a feel how the breeding situation works. And you can look at how all the different breeds are interconnected, and basically do all that without having to worry about using up your own stock or damaging your own stuff, because there are some pretty nasty effects from some of these bees. But yeah, the link for the download to this will be in the description below. But let's move on to what we're supposed to be doing in this episode: the Festive Branch. This branch adds 4 very special bees to the mix: the Mary, the Tipsy, the LEPORINE, and the CELEBRATORY. Now, these bees are interesting. 3 of them add a mechanic that is not used in any of the other species, a date mechanic. The Mary bee can only be bred between December 21st and December 27th, and is a reference to the Christmas season. The Tipsy bee can only be bred between December 27th and January 2nd, and is a reference to the Julian calendar New Year. And finally, the LEPORINE bee, or LEPORINE, it can be pronounced either way, is only able to be bred between April 6th and April 15th, and is a reference to the Easter holiday. And LEPORINE actually comes, I believe, from a word to do with rabbits, if I recall correctly. But anyway, the Marian Tipsy bees, in addition to their date, need to be bred in icy biomes. And these bees all do have, or almost all these bees have a special effect. The Mary bee has the effect snow, and what happens with that is it doesn't matter what biome you're in, it causes snow to fall in the territory of the bee, which is neat. The Tipsy bee has the effect drunkard, which basically gives you nausea for about 5 seconds every so often. It's not constant, and it's not really debilitating, it's just humorous, which is the objective for it, actually. The celebratory bee gives the effect fireworks, and I'll show you that in a bit. Also, one other thing to note: the Mary and Tipsy bee are nocturnal. Now, because of the date constraints of the Mary, Tipsy, and LEPORINE bees, I decided I am not going to set my computer's date to try to get these, so I do not have bred examples of them for you like I have had for all of my other branches. So I'll just go over them here real quick. The Mary bee, which does need the icy biome to be bred, requires a wintry bee from the wintry hive and a forest bee from the forest hive, and you'll get one of those Mary bees. Next up, the Tipsy bee requires a Mary bee, or a wintry bee, sorry, and a meadows bee this time, and that'll get you the Tipsy. And finally, the LEPORINE bee will require a meadows and a forest. So these are all hive bees that you're going to use to make them. It's just they are very, very specific on the dates that they need to be created. Now, a quick look at the output here. I'll start with the LEPORINE bee. It will produce eggs, just like bunnies do during Easter. Oh, wait, never mind. And also, it will give off this silky comb, which you can run through the centrifuge to get silky propolis and some wax and honey drops. But also, the propolis will come out of that from the running that through the centrifuge, and you'll be able to get the silk wisp as well, which can be used in turn to make some woven silk. And the propolis is used for a bunch of things as well. Next up are the Tipsy and Merry bees. One of their outputs is this thing called the ice shard, and you can use that for making the crushed ice fluid. And the other output is this frozen comb, which can be flung through the centrifuge to make beeswax and honey drops. Also snowballs, and more importantly, these crystalline pollens, which in combination with short mead, when run through an infuser, will give you this antidote 2 curative mead. So it's like an anti-poison potion, basically. Now let's take a look at the celebratory bee, the last one in this branch. And I hope... No, it's not nighttime. Oh well. I was going to show you that, but that's alright. It doesn't matter that it's not nighttime. However, by default, the celebratory bee does not work at night. So do keep that in mind. The celebratory bee does require, and I forgot to put the signs up. I'll do that as soon as I'm done with the episode here, and the books as well. It does require an excited bee from the energetic branch and an austere bee from the austere branch. Now, if you don't know how to make either of those, you can watch my energetic video or my austere video, or when you download this map, I will have the... Oh, there's the books right here. Haha, books. So I did get them. The energetic branch can be accessed through here, and the austere branch can be accessed through here. So why don't I just go ahead and do this. The austere, which is a level 6B, and what that level 6 means is that it is 6 levels away from a hive bee. Let's see here, and the other one is excited, and that's a 4, and that's 4 levels away from a hive bee, and that's the energetic. And then this is the celebratory bee. Yes, and 7. That's a 7 from the festive branch. Okay, that's a lot better. Sorry about that. Now, the excited bee does require having a redstone torch as its flower if you're going to do that, and that's why I have it here, is because I wanted to do it in the plains biome, so I didn't have to jump to the some other biome for the austere bee. But I have the stock here for you to mess with if you wish. Let's take a look at this. There's a celebratory drone, and I'll need the princess to see the age on this thing. Oh, that only took a couple generations. Nice. But it is definitely not a purebred. And I will leave these here for you to look at. These guys here. And I'll just go ahead and put these in here for you. And let's take a look at... Well, let's just go ahead and bring in some celebratory bees. Doop doop. Oh, I already had some in there. There we go. I don't even need these. Goodbye and goodbye. Now, their effect is called fireworks, and you will see what that's all about here in just a moment. There we go. In its territory, it will fire up these little rockets that explode. Now notice that they are the celebratory bees for off these pink and yellow little fireworks. And that is because... Oh, that one got stuck inside. That's because they are sort of pink or reddish yellow, or reddish around the outside and yellow on the inside. Now let's take this out and put it in here along with that. Now I have bred the firework trait onto this apatine bee, which also works at night. You'll notice that the celebratory bee does not work at night, which is really annoying. Fireworks should be at night, in my opinion. Oh, there we go. Nocturnal, no. I'm calling shenanigans on that one, but that's not up to me. So you can always take the fireworks trait and move it on to something that is nocturnal, or you can take the nocturnal trait and move it on to the celebratory bee. Doesn't matter, but let's look at this. Get that running. And you saw the colors of the apatine bees, the dark blue and bluish color. Here they are, the dark blue and then the lighter blue. The fireworks are the actual color of the bee that has the firework trait. So that's kind of cool. But that is pretty much going to be it for this episode. However, I am going to finish things off with another apiary here. Oops, I'm lagging. That's right. Do that. Grab this. Let's just double the fun. There we go. Yay, it's the end of the episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope I answered any questions you may have had about the bees in this branch, and I hope the information was helpful. If you do have any questions or comments or suggestions, though, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to respond. That was kind of loud. There we go. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future content comes out. But this is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. So thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.